Hi, everyone. Today, we're not just talking about books, we're talking about how they can become powerful guides in life. When read with intention, books don't just inform us, they shape how we think, feel, and grow. Why many of us value books more. It's not to sound intelligent or superior. It's because books allow people to learn from the life experiences of others. Think about it. Athletes, business leaders, artists, explorers, even people who failed multiple times. They spend years struggling, experimenting, making mistakes, and figuring life out. When they write a book, all those years of experience get compressed into a few hundred pages. Through books, we can get access to lessons from sports, business, creativity, and life itself without having to go through every hardship personally. Another underrated benefit of reading is how it reduces stress. When someone is reading, the mind slows down, distractions fade, and attention settles on one thing. It works like a mental reset after a long, noisy day. Over time, reading also improves concentration and memory. Following a story or an idea trains the brain to stay focused longer, which naturally helps in daily life, work, and conversations. Books also help expand vocabulary and communication skills. People who read regularly often express ideas more clearly, not because they memorize words, but because language becomes familiar and effortless. Every book adds new knowledge, sometimes about the world, sometimes about people, and sometimes about oneself. And as more stories and ideas enter the mind, imagination and creativity grow. New connections form, new perspectives open up. That's why many people don't see reading as just a hobby. It's quiet learning, quiet growth, a simple habit that slowly shapes how people think, feel, and understand life. Now let's dive into the techniques you can use to level up your reading. A lot of us think reading books takes too much time, but the truth is, most people who finish books regularly use a very simple technique. First, you start by selecting any book of your choice. No pressure, no must-read lists, just a book that feels interesting. Next, instead of guessing how long the book is, you can go straight to the last page and check the final page number. Then comes an important step. You can look for the page where the actual content ends. Exclude the bibliography, index, or reference section. What usually shows up is surprising. Most books turn out to be around 220 to 250 pages. That is after excluding the introduction, contents page, preface, edition notes, and about pages. After that, you can simply divide the number of pages by the number of days you want to finish the book in. For example, if the goal is to finish a book in 10 days, that comes down to around 20 pages per day, which is honestly very achievable. The next step is chunking. You can divide the book into 20-page chunks and place small paper notes or bookmarks at those points. Even with just half an hour a day, whether in the morning, during the day, or in the evening, finishing one chunk becomes easy. Of course, there will be days when motivation is low. That's normal. But on weekends or inspired days, you will often end up reading 2 or even 3 chunks in a single day. Imagine that! With regular practice, this method turns reading into a habit. Slowly, you'll start identifying yourself as an avid reader, not occasional one. After a few months, you can take it to the next level. It's very common to read 2 different genres at the same time. One 20-page chunk in the morning from one book and another 20-page chunk in the evening from a different book. Using this approach, you can regularly complete 2 books in just 10 days. One final but crucial part: never read without a highlighter or notes. Reading without capturing insights often makes the content fade quickly. Many people highlight important sections and then type the notes on a laptop or device because typing feels faster, clearer, and easier to revisit later. That's how reading stops feeling overwhelming and starts feeling structured, achievable, and exciting. So when you say that you don't have time to read, it's usually not about time, it's about approach. Books already carry the experiences, lessons, and imagination of countless lives. And with a simple system, those books stop feeling heavy or endless. One small chunk a day, one quiet habit. Over time, you don't just finish books. Books start shaping how you think, grow, and see the world. And that's how reading turns from something you want to do into something that you naturally become.